What goes on, people? Welcome to Den Night, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Figuarts Porunga figure. I intentionally left out Dende because, as you can see, he is entirely missing from this. Long story short, I bought him through Amazon as one of those used like new things, which 99% of the time means somebody fucked with it, especially if it's a collectible, so it's kind of what I expected. Took a chance, he didn't come with it, so I didn't really want, or like I should say I didn't really care about the Dende figure anyway, so I pretty much just talked to Amazon and got some of the money back and got to keep him, so it's really all I wanted anyway. So, with that little rant out of the way, get this big fucking box over here. He does have light and sound, and a gimmick, whatever that means. Yeah, sound. I knew I saw sound in the box. And I just want to mention one of the reasons I knew before I even opened him what I was getting into was because when I opened him out of the Amazon box, he was completely flipped upside down, meaning this section would have been over here blocked. So the person clearly knew what they were doing who bought it originally. They just wanted a Dende for some odd reason. Anyway, quick look around. It's a good image of what it's going to be like, other than, of course, Dende will be missing. So, overall looks pretty good. But, with that said, let's get this behemoth out of the box. And here we got them all out of the box. I was going to just lay out all this stuff like normal before assembling it, but didn't really seem to make sense, especially because he'd just be laying on his side. But, let's look at the base first. It is an electronic base, so he does have sounds out of here, and the lights, as far as I can tell, well, I'll show you later, but it's actually kind of cool how it works. So it's kind of plain. Obviously Namekian and grass is like that more blue thing, and there was a lot of rock face cliffs and such on Namek, but so the base isn't like anything to brag about, but it's neat. Of course, the speaker's there. So, leave that aside. The Porunga, of course, his base is this, you know, the dragon light kind of situation. Very pointy, and a lot of them. I like it. But he fits. Ooh, excuse me, he fits in very nicely. I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe that's how his design was. But it's just kind of weird they broke up his body in these sections like that, where you can see the lines, even though, like, that's not a point of articulation. He actually doesn't have a ton, but it's strange. I do appreciate in there how they, you know, his back gills, or whatever you call them. Not gills. I don't know what they're called. Leave me alone. But I like how they keep the design flowing pretty nice there. Maybe that's just the cast, the molding or whatever. That's how they had to do it. It's neat. He does have abdominal articulation, so you can kind of be like looking down at Dende and such, because he has neck articulation too. Yep. Jaw articulation. And yep, he can go side to side, or I mean, whatever. Tilt. Good there. I decided to give him this hand. I just like it. It's very much how I remember him. I just left a fist in that one. He does come with swappable hands, as you can see. 2 opens, like 1 for each side, 2 opens, and 2 fists. And then, of course, the OK hand. So, since that's the one oddball, that seems like the one you obviously want to use, in my opinion. He's got kind of like double shoulder joint articulation, all the normal stuff, a little bit of bicep here, elbow, wrist of course, both sides. I thought this was cool too. His back fins, that's probably the word I was looking for, not gills. They are two separate pieces, but they kind of line up, and for when he tilts, you know, they stay layered, obviously, unless you go to the very end. That's where you gotta kind of watch, but when you got it lined up right, they overlap very nicely. So overall, I like that. The one thing I don't understand, he has this, which makes it seem like it's a button, but I don't know what it would be activating, because unless I'm missing something, because in the base and himself, Porunga himself, can't really see a place to put batteries. So I don't know. I'd have to look up something. I'm a little confused as to how that works, what that would be for, if it is in fact a button. But I mean, all in all, you know, it has the normal Figuarts, like kind of like there's so much articulation it kind of hurts the figure, if you know what I mean. Like there's just too many spots to break up the mold. But with someone as beefy as him, it kind of works out okay. Maybe he'd be better suited as a statue, because he's not really, you know, like a fighting character that would be in a bunch of different poses. He probably would have benefited just from being a big cast piece with maybe a little bit of neck articulation or something. But just my opinion. Give me a second here. I'm going to actually show you something that you're probably not going to pick up on with all the lights on. So give me 2 seconds. Alright, hopefully that's a lot better. It's dimmed all the way. But definitely saw it that time, you had to have. So as you place them, they glow. It's like some kind of, because obviously there's no connection in the traditional sense. And actually that lit up just being close by. That one didn't though. Weird. So, them all in. Maybe they have to be rotated like a certain direction. That's why. So that's another interesting thing. Whoa, yeah. That is neat. So. So that one will keep going until you push it again. Which, if I didn't mention, this rock is a hidden button. Obviously, he doesn't know if the balls aren't there anymore. So, I think that kind of shows that off enough. Obviously, it's all in Japanese. Unless I got the version that doesn't have English. I don't think it's supposed to be honest. But, pretty neat. I guess it's a little unusual that you hear, oh my god, I almost said Dende's voice when he's not actually there, but for my canon's sake, he's right here. You can't see him. But overall, I really love this. I'm gonna have to play around with that bass a little more. Maybe there is English hidden in it somehow. I'm assuming it's just going through the whole scene of the wishes and all that stuff. I do really want to figure out what that's all about. So I'll have a update cut, whatever, if I figure it out. But other than that, I think we can get this guy in the showcase. So, slight fib. I don't think currently I'm going to have room for him in the showcase until I do some rearranging. My real estate space for very large things, it's kind of running out very quickly, so for now I have this spare kind of standalone showcase thing that was free, so that's where he's going to be for now. So with that said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and as always, keep collecting. Bye.